Hey guys, and welcome to Brick Talk TV Live on this Sunday afternoon again. We're here today to build this Hedwig set for the Harry Potter range. This came out last year, I think it was, towards the end. So I'm looking forward very much to building this today. And there is a new one out this year, which was the Forks, so the Dumbledore's Ashes, Phoenix Rise for the Ashes, get it right in a minute, coming out as well. So I'll be interested to build that as well. And we'll get going with this today. I've also put a couple of more live stream things on the channel as well, so you can look forward to in the future getting the gift with purchase swing ship quick build done on here, and we'll also be doing the world map Lego art series as well over the course of most of August as well. So stay tuned, and as always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to help the channel grow, and also be notified of those future streams coming up. So today this is about 630 pieces I think, so it probably won't take us too long to get building, but we'll flip over now into build mode and open up the box and see what we've got inside. So here we go. So this is the box. As I said, it's about 630 pieces. We should get a Harry Potter figure in here with a Hedwig figure as well, which would be nice. And then there's the mechanism, of course, for the wings to flap as well. So it'd be interesting to see, because I hear that it's quite an accurate mechanism in terms of getting the accuracy of the wings to flap. So let's crack open the box and we'll see what we've got inside. So we've got bag number 3 to start us off. Here's our book. Number 2, number 1, and number 4. So there's only 4 bags in this set, so not a very big one. I think we'll be starting by a look at the colours with the base for the owl, and then we'll move through bag 2, 3 and 4 to build Hedwig himself. So let's just take a look at the book first. So the usual kind of instructions. Then yeah, so the stages for today, we'll be building the main stand for Harry Potter and the Hedwig figure. Morning Brandon, welcome to the stream. And the stand with the mechanism by the look of it, and then we'll be building the owl's body, moving through to the wings, and then finally we'll be moving on to the Hedwig's head, which will be fun. So let's open up bag 1 and start building. Next week's stream is Hogsmeade as well, so we've got another Harry Potter build next week. So I'm looking forward to building that next week. It's the continuation of the Diagon Alley kind of buildings approach, so it should be good to add that to the display behind me once that's completed. So first up, we're going to build the minifigure of little Harry Potter. There's his torso. Got blue hands. I'm guessing he's wearing some gloves. Could be wrong. And we're looking for his little black legs. If we can see them, which I can't. You can see his hair. We've got Hedwig. Here's his head, here's his legs. There's his legs, standing up right in front of me. So there's his shorter legs. He's a younger Harry Potter. Here he's got 2 expressions on his face. One is he's got a sort of a smiley face, which is the one we'll use. And on the back he's got a sort of frightened, panicky looking face. There's his head of hair on top there. And then we need a wand. So where's the little wand pieces? Usually hanging about somewhere. Find them in a minute. First off, we'll start with a 2x6 reddish brown plate, and we'll put 2 gold 1x2 tiles each end, like that. And then in between here, we'll put some reddish brown jumper tiles coming across the middle like that. Then we stick a golden telescope piece in like that, and then we put Hedwig's figure on just like that. Then the other two jumpers, we put Harry Potter. Here's his wand. Let's put his wand in his left hand, as the instructions say, and then there we go. That's our first part of the build. Little stand with Hedwig and Harry Potter. Brandon, it's a bit cloudy today. Threat of rain, I think, but fairly warm. I think it was about 19-20 degrees centigrade. Everybody in the UK is looking forward to the football later. So let's start with the base then of the stand. So we start with a 2x10 black plates. Then we want 2 corner shaped plates, and we've got these angled bricks in reddish brown. So we put these corner plates on here, and then we stick these corner bricks into the corners of the tile like that, or the plate. Then we want a transparent red 1x2 brick, put that next to it over there, and then a 2x3 plate in black underneath there. Then continuing on, we get a transparent yellow 1x2 brick, and then we get another 2x10, and we stick that in like that, and then another 1x2 transparent red piece just to continue the colours down this side, and then a 2x3 plate again, another yellow transparent piece, another 2x10 plates. Then we get 2x8s in this tan colour and 4 bracket pieces facing upwards, and then we just secure this structure we've just built by putting this 2x8 across there, and the same over the other side here. And then in this middle section we put these 4 bracket pieces facing away from each other. Then we get another 2 2x3s, and like on the other side we just stick them in the gaps that we've got left over this side. So now we've got this kind of square structure, like a H shape going on there. Got some stickers here as well, which are on this page. So this is for the envelope and the Hedwig name badge, so we'll stick that to the side for now. Then we need another 2x8, and we'll just stick that across the middle here for some structure. And then we've got 2 ball joint sockets, which are going to go into these brackets either side here, like so. Then I think we can put that to the side for a second and put in a separate substructure here. So we get 2 bracket pieces back to back with each other. 2x3 plate just to connect the two together like this, and then another bracket but taller one this time just to connect on the ends, so something looking like that. Then we've got 2 curved pieces in reddish brown, just connect onto the plate there, so something looking like that. And we top that off with a 1x2 plate in black and this bright azure colour 1x2 in the front there, which I guess is going to get hidden from the main view as we get the rest of this built. Then we get a inverted bracket piece, reddish brown, which covers up that blue brick that we just put on. Stick another bracket on top, and then another one of these blue bricks just behind that, building up this now like that. Then to cover this up we put another couple of brackets downward facing in reddish brown either side, so we're getting studs all the way around now. Then we have another bracket piece 1x2 plate just to go behind that, and then we get 2 dark brown 1x2 Technic pieces with the cross section in the sort of middle there, and we stick those into the back like so. Something looking like this now. Then either side, again cover it with some reddish brown brackets. So we've got these studs all the way up the side, the front and this side, and then this side we've got the cross with the curve. Another bracket on the front again, another 1x2 plate in black to go at the back. This time we put a 2x2 brick in reddish brown, which is followed by 2 more brackets either side in brown. Really building the column up here that Hedwig's going to be sitting on. Then on this side we get 2 1x6 tiles and just stick them next to each other to cover up these studs, and then we've got a double cheese wedge which we put upside down onto that side, so we've got this sort of curved look here. Then we flip it round onto the other side and we repeat that process, so do 2 1x6s next to each other, tiles, and then a double cheese wedge facing upwards. If I can find it, there it is. Got something looking like that now, so we've got this shape forming here. Put that to the side a second and we'll build another piece here. So we'll start with this piece. Then we get 2 Technic pins, stick them into the back like this, and then with a 1x3 curved Technic piece, just stick them over the top. And then we'll stick another curved piece on top of these pins facing upwards with this cross, and then we want to get 5 length rod like this, and then we'll stick a brown connector and we'll stick that through the middle here, and then on this side we want to stick a black cog piece like that. So now we've got something that can be rotated like that. Meanwhile we get another tan coloured cog, stick that near the hole this side, and we stick another rod, 5 length rod through here. We've got something looking like this now, so the 2 cogs meet and will rotate. Then we get a yellow 3 length rod and we stick that into one of these hoop pieces like that with another cog, and I'll just pull this rod back, then I think we push this all the way through. So we've got something looking like this. Oh, but I did miss something there. Let's pull that back out a bit. Need to put one of these. There's a little tight. All the way through like that. So that keeps that in position now, so it looks like this. Then we're going to put a little crank here so that we can turn it more easily. Clip one of these Technic pieces in like that, and then we get this piece back in here, and where we've got this little crossing we stuck in earlier, we need to stick in this yellow rod. So we've got something that looks like that now. Then on top we get a 2x4 and this large grey piece here, and surround that by 2 corner brown plates. 1x2 black into the middle there, and then there's a small Technic pin that we just stick part way in like that, and that sits on top like so. That's kind of what we've got going now. And then the idea is that we pull this up here, connect it into this gap here, and we push the Technic pin all the way through. So now that's facing upwards. So as we rotate that crank here, we've got this rotation at the top. And either side at the top here, we just put 2 more bracket pieces in black facing upwards, like so. Brandon, you've been playing with the Mario course, have you? You should send some pictures. It'd be great to see what your course looks like. I've not really taken to the Mario range. We've got Luigi out now, or coming out August, so you'll be able to expand even more. I do like the look of Bowser's ship. That looks like a cool set. So just continuing on, putting some plates at the top here just to secure it, and a bracket. And then on the front section here, we've got all these studs. We put a 2x4 tile, and then we get a 2x6 plates with some studs on the front there, just to fill that in. And just stick that to the side a second. We have one of these pieces, and we stick a 1x2 brick in reddish brown in like that, followed by a bracket piece. If I can find it, there it is. Bracket piece like this, and then we've got another one of these pieces we used earlier to stick in there again. Then we get a 2x4 and a black bracket piece, and we stick that into the 2 studs over here. It's a bit of a convoluted structure here. Go back to our main thing here, and then on the front we stick that to the front of these studs we've got going on. So we've got something looks like that now. It's almost like a tree at the moment. Then on these bottom 2 studs here, we'll stick a ball joint, the ball part of it, and a hinge piece in black. Something at the bottom now that's like that. And then we get a 1x4 tile in reddish brown, and just cover up these studs with that tile. Flip it round to the other side. We put a ball joint in here. What I've noticed this side actually is that's like that, that's like that, and we flip it over, and actually there is a second crank on the other side, which I didn't notice, so I'll stick that in now. So we've got 2 cranks work together. Stick another ball joint in there, and then we get our original piece that we started to build earlier here, and somehow we stick this in here, which from the instructions is not exactly clear. Okay, so the hinge piece goes into the 2 clips here, and we get another hinge piece. And we connect the other side here. So I'll give you a better look once this is connected. So basically the 2 hinge points connect this side and this side to the base that we built earlier. So now we can, well, eventually we'll be able to push this up, but for now we're just going to get 3 1x4 reddish brown tiles and just cover up these studs. Now exposed. on our base like this. And then either side we get two 2x2s in white plates and 1x2s in black, and we just stick them here either side of what we've just connected like that. Then we get 2x3s in yellow and stick them at the back here like that. And then along this side we want to put some more details in, so we get a 1x2 transparent yellow and a 1x2 transparent red. This side we get a 1x4 with 3 Technic holes in, and in 2 of these holes we stick some Technic pins with studs on, and that goes in the middle like that. Then we've got 2 corner plates in black like this, another 2 of these angled bricks, and we'll do what we did earlier at the start, which is just to put these plates into these bricks. Make sure I did it the right way. I think this is just put this one on incorrectly, so we'll just take it off. Then we just stick that onto that corner, and we stick the other one onto the other corner like that. Then we get another 2x8 in tan, push that down to give that some structure, and then we've got to fill in this side here now, so we're going to use 4 transparent red bricks 1x2. Stick those there and there, and then we use the 4 yellow ones to fill in the gaps other side there as well. So we've got this yellow and red pattern going all the way around the base. Then we get 2x4 bricks and just fill in these holes we've got here. Easier said than done, like that. And then another one on this side like so, and then we've got 4 2x4 tiles in reddish brown and a jumper tile. Put the jumper tile here in the middle, put 1 2x4, another 2x4 on this side, and over here like this around this side, cover up those studs, and then we're going to put an inlay of 8 gold 1x2 tiles around like this. Give it that sort of wood effect with some gold inlay like that, and then finally we can just pull this up now, and you can see that the ball and the socket joint are going to clip this into position now, like that. So we've got a slight angle for a Hedwig to sit on. It's this nice sturdy base. Then around the front part here, which you can't quite see because now it's angled, we're going to put a 1x8 tan plate in there, and then we'll cover this front section up with the final 2x4 tiles either side here, and then in the front we've got 2 1x6 tiles that we just push across here. Then to finish off, we've got our 2x4 black tile, and we've got to get this Hedwig sticker and stick that onto this tile. Like that, and then that will go onto these front 2 pins that we've got stuck out here as a little plaque on the front, say Hedwig, which looks quite effective. And that's the end of bag 1. So we've got our stand ready for Hedwig. Next up, I think it was the body we're going to start building now. So just put the stand to the side. Let's crack open bag 2. To knock all the pieces everywhere. So to start off Hedwig's body, just make a gap in the middle. So we start with a 4x6 plate in white, we turn that over, and then we put a 1x4 in reddish brown across one side. Then we get a 2x2 plate, stick it on the opposite side in the middle, and then we get two 1x2s with handles on to stick either side of that 2x2 in that colour. We'll flip it over, so we've got something looking like that, and then we get two 1x1 plates in light bluish grey, just level up the overhang for the handled plates like this. Then we have got this 1x2 with pins on that we can stick in, and just stick that either side like this, and then we get a 1x6 that goes right across this front area here. Then we've got 3 1x2 jumper tiles that just come along across the back in black. Missing one, there it is, on its side. So we got that like that. Brandon, Harry Potter is a movie and a series of children's books about the growing up of a young wizard who goes to like boarding school. And next week's stream is a continuation of a Harry Potter theme, where we're building the little sort of shops or stores that he can go to when he's at boarding school. If you've not seen it, it's definitely worth watching. I'm surprised you've not heard of it. It's quite a popular movie series and a series of books for children. Put some brackets in there. Then we've got a 1x6 in light bluish grey, and then we've got a 1x8 in dark bluish grey on top of it. We've got 2 more of these white pieces with the loops in the back, and then in between we'll put a 1x4 in reddish brown plate, so we get something looking like that, and then we stick that on top of our piece like this. So we've got something looking like this at the moment. Next up is 2 1x3 rod pieces, and we'll stick those into these sort of, I never know what these pieces are called, but they kind of look like flowers, but they're not. And we'll just stick those into the holes that we've got in our Technic bricks that we've used. So we've got 2 other side here now, just resting in the holes. Put that to the side a second. Bring in a light blue jumper plate, and we'll get a lime green 1x2 on top of that, with a Technic 1x2 with 1 hole in the middle, like that. And then we'll put 2 lime green 1x2 plates on top, like this, quite colourful. Then we've got a 4 length rod and another one of these flower pieces, which aren't really flower pieces, but I think they are. And then we'll stick a gear behind it this time, sit that snugly, and that goes through just one side. And then on the other side we'll stick one of these Technic pieces to secure the rod in position, and we'll stick another one of these flower type pieces on the other side. So now we've got piece that looks like that. One side's got a cog and one side has just got a stopper on. Bring back in that piece we were building earlier, and on these jumper tiles we shall stick that. So now we've got something that we can rotate and it moves around like that, which I suppose is going to help us with the wings in some way at some point. Then we'll rotate round to this side of the build, and we want to get 2 of these pieces, and we'll stick a grey Technic pin into the top, and then we'll stick these into the rods that are sticking out the other side, and we do the same again. So we get another grey Technic pin, stick it into the top here, and then we connect that like so. So we've got something that's sticking up looking like that. I'll put that to the side because I think we've got to do Hedwig's tail now. So we'll do 2x4 plate and the 2x2 plate in white, stick that into the middle. Get a 1x3 dark bluish grey plate, need another one of those on the other side. And then underneath here, to level it off, we get a couple of 1x1 light bluish grey, stick underneath here like that. Then we get 2 arch pieces like this, and we'll just stick a 1x1 light bluish grey onto each one, and then they stand on the end here like so. So something looking like that. Then we get 2 of these sort of azure bricks, stick them next to each other. Get a 2x2 plate, and we'll stick 2 1x2 Technic bricks with holes in the middle in like this. We'll get another 1-3 rod. With a cog that will stick through this side, and I think I may have on this side, just need to undo something quickly because I've just realised I've used a cog that is not the right size on this element. Got the same coloured cogs but different sizes in this. So let's just roll back a little bit. It's my bad for not. So stick that on like that, and then stick that larger cog in like this, stick that through this side. Not totally wrong, just the wrong size cog. Stick it back in like that. That's saved. So just back to that now. So we were missing a slightly larger cog that needs to go in here. I'll use a small one, so that's to undo that and redo that quickly. Back to where we were. So now we've got that pushed through like this, we get another small cog on this side just to push that through. So we've got this now with 2 cogs either side, and that sits into the middle of what we built here with the arches. Then either side here we're going to stick in a large bracket piece either side, so one of these large 2x4 ones, and then we'll top that off with another 1x3 in dark bluish grey to secure the bracket in place, and we'll stick another 2x2 like so. Then we get another 1x3 on each side just to level it off with the curved piece here. Again, stick that piece to the side. Next up is a 2x6 with holes in, and we put a 1x4 in white just at the ends. Then we get one of these square pieces, stick that on top, 2x4 in white plates, and then a 1x4 just at the end here, so something looking kind of like that. Then we get a pin and put that through the hole in the middle face down. Then we get another small cog, connects on the other side, right up like this. So we've got something like that at the moment. Then we bring back in this piece that we were building a minute ago, and that clips on top like this. And then we bring this piece back in, and I think we will clip on like this. Then on top of this lime green brick here, we stick a jumper again, and we get a large plate and connect that all together so it becomes one unit there. Then at the front here, we need another bracket facing down above this one here, and other side of it we want to put a 1x1 plate in light grey to level it off, and then top that with a 1x2 in white. So we've got something like this now. Then we've got, I think it's, is it these ones? It looks like these ones. We get two 5-arm pieces like this. We've got 2 of these pieces, and then we've got 4 Technic pins like that. Sticking a pin into each end of this like that. Do that for both of them. Then we stick this other piece in face down that side, and the other on the other side. And then these connect into these holes that are at the bottom here, either side. Oh, it says as he heavy-handedly pings it off. Make a running repair, so we've got something looking like this now. And we want to pull these up, it says, and then rotate those pieces round so it now connects to the top. So we've got something looking like that on each side. Yeah, Brandon, so we should be able to flap his wings once he's on the stand to make it look like he's flying, or sort of flapping about on the stand. So just stick some more plates on top here, and then we want to stick another couple of large bracket pieces just either side here, and then a 2x2 plate in the middle here. So we're getting this built up on the side with some studs, and this is kind of all flush at the top. And then we've got 2 black water tiles that come out from here. And then we've got 2 white quarter tiles. That'll face the opposite direction, like so. Now if we get this stand back in position, then we'll stick this rod piece that's sticking out the bottom here into this Technic connector that we've still got there. So we can slide that on, like so. So his body's now attached to the stand. You can see that there's you can turn the crank, this sort of rotation happens now at the top, which is interesting. Now that's in position. On the front here we need to stick a 2x4 plates, leaving 1 studs either end, and a 1x2 just on top as well, just to connect that up. Then we'll just stick that to the side a second, and we've got another little sort of mini build to go here. So we get one of these pieces here. We get a 2x2 inverted sloped piece and a 1x2 plate, and then we get another one of those pieces there, connect it together. Another 1x2 plates and a Technic 1x2 brick with a hole in. Cap it off with a 2x2, and then we turn it on its side, and then we stick a Technic pin into this hole here, so we've got something looking like that. And if we bring back in our model, then that connects to the front here, ready for the head, I think, like so. Then while we're here, we need 4 more quarter tiles in black. 2 up here at semicircle, and then 2 either side of this 1x2 plate, like that. So it's got a pattern on his back. Then we get a 4x4 plate, and we just connect that over here at the top, like so. Then we get 4 quarter pieces. It says losing some pieces here. Oops, lost one. Hopefully I don't need that. Hopefully that's a spare. If not, I'll have to get up and look for it. There's trouble with round pieces on a table. So these are some curved pieces again, so quarter tiles. So we just want to put some, gives you an illusion of some feathers, I think, on his back. Just do a couple of semicircles next to each other in white. We've got something like looking like that now on top. Then we put a 2x2 in there, and we've got 2 curved tiles, bricks going on top like that. So we've got this now. Then at the front we do another 2 coming down here at the front. And then there's 2 of these angled pieces at the front, like so. Then we get a Technic pin, stick one of these black things on the end, and then we just stick that through this hole on this side. Do the same on the other side. Like so. Stick that to the side again for a minute. Then we get one of these pieces, stick a grey Technic pin into that hole there, and a 3-length rod into the side. Stick one of these grip pieces through like that, and another angled loop piece. Then we get our black pin, stick that into the top. So we've got something like this, and we bring back in the stand again, and this time try and figure out how this works. Goes in, I think, goes in like that, with this sort of L shape sticking out here now. Put that to the side again, got to do the same for the other side. So grey tannic pin goes in, 3-length rod, connector, one of these pieces and a Technic pin sticking up. Get the other stand piece in. We've connected that now, so we've got this kind of look here going on with these pieces. Then we want the longer arms like that, and this time we're going to stick some of these Technic connectors in, 4 into each one in the middle. There's one, same again for the other arm. And if we bring back in Hedwig, we can see that we'll then connect some pins together here just to start giving us the wing action. So there's one going in like that, and then the other on the other side doing the same. So we've got something looking like that now at the front. And then on the front of the wing we get a 1 by, is it 8? No, 1 by 2 1x6 tiles. Just connecting them onto the front, just like that. Then put that to the side a second. We've got to do the tail at the end, so we've got an inverted round piece like this, and on it we just stick a couple of quarter tiles to cover up half of the circle, and then we get 2 1x8 white tiles to create this shape. And then we connect that to this other semicircles we've got at the back here and connect that on like that. So we've sort of created the tail feather, I suppose, main tail feather coming off. We'll put that to the side. Next up we need to make the envelope that Hedwig is delivering to Harry Potter. So to do that we get a 6x4 plate in tan, get 2 of these modified bricks, 2 2x4 tiles, and just stick them on like that. And then we'll need to stick some stickers on, so I'll get our sticker sheet back again. So one goes on this side, try to get it as, should use the brick separator really. It seems to be the trick that everybody uses to get these things correctly positioned, but I'm going freestyle. Like that, and then we've got a 2x2 red piece that goes in the middle there, and then on it we stick a Hogwarts crest, like a wax seal. So there we go, we've got the envelope that will sit on the front now. Not bad for a freestyle sticker. So if we bring back Hedwig in, that connects onto the front just like that underneath. So we've got the letter in position now. Then I think we're going to do his little legs. Let me just do them on their own first. So we get 2 of these 1x2s with clips on. We get one of these curved pieces and stick it underneath. Same on this side. And then we've got 4 of these sort of tooth pieces that can create the effect of owl claws going to the bottom like that. Do the same on this side. So it looks like he's sort of gripping the letter. And if we bring Hedwig back in, where we've got these handle pieces, we just clip that on that side, this on this side, angle it down. It looks like he's gripping onto the envelope with these claws now, like that. And that is the end of bag 2. So bag 3, we're going to be sort of adding some feathers, I think, onto the, and building out the wings that are coming out this side as well. So this is kind of what we've got at the end of bag 2, which is quite cool. Let's open bag 3. Make a gap in the middle. So bring Hedwig back in. We want to build out cover up some of these studs that we've got on the side. So we need a curved 2x4 tile like this, and that just slots into, he says, onto these studs like that. Then we have a cheese wedge somewhere. Cheese wedge in white, and we've got a quarter tile, stick a quarter tile in there, and then we have a cheese wedge goes into that, which I've put in the wrong way, of course. Let's cover up the Technic pin showing through. So we've covered up a bit of Hedwig there with some tiles on that side. So we'd have to do the same on the other side at some point. And then we get 4 more quarter tiles. So we're going to stick one like that, one upwards, same at the bottom, upwards and downwards, give us some sort of look of a feather, I think. Stick that to the side a second, and then we need a 1x2 with a, if I can find it, 1x2 with a handle piece. There it is. Let's get one of these, stick another quarter tile on, and we get a curved 2x2 like so. And then on the spare stud there's a 1x1 with a handle piece that comes in like that. I guess it's kind of maybe looking like Hedwig. It's got some black tips on his wings, so that just goes in that side there. Yeah, I think Brandon, putting stickers on is a bit of a technique you need to, I find if I put a sticker on and it starts going wonky and I have to pull it back, then I can never get it to go back straight. I kind of have to do it first time right, otherwise I end up getting in all sorts of bother with it. But I hear that using the brick separator, so if you use one of these brick separators, you can put the sticker on the end here, and that can help you use it to guide it onto tiles and things like that with your fingers and the brick separator. So you might want to try that tip. I think a lot of Lego designers do that as well. So it's got one of these inverted pieces with these quarter tiles and this wedge. We've got 1x8 white tile there and a little black quarter tile like that, just to give us some ideas of these like little feathers now that we're building here. So we get Hedwig back in and we can stick that onto his tail there, so you can start seeing his tails coming together. Then we'll do another one probably on the other side, so get another inverted piece in like that. I find wedging like this, another 2 quarter tiles. This time though we get one of these round pieces with a 1x1 with a clip on it. Stick that on the ends like this with a 1x4 tile, and then a quarter black tile like that. And then what we do is in fact we've got to do 2 of those, so just make the other one quickly. These clips on the end are going to allow us to move the feathers, I think, to be able to position them so they're not looking straight and a bit Lego-y like. So we've got 2 feathers there now, so if I bring this back in, then we can clip it to these handle pieces that are stuck out there like this. So we do like that, and then we can angle them out. So you can see there's like an array of feathers there. Of course you can fiddle with them to get them looking how you want them to do. That's quite a nice little technique. And then bringing this back in still, then we get 2 grey Technic pins, and then on the ends of these arms that we put in earlier, we just stick these grey pins either side here now. So we've got these either side. Put that to the side again. Get 2 more Technic arms like this, and then we get a Technic pin going to one end and one of these studs on that side, then a black Technic pin goes in, and then we'll stick 3 of these more blue Technic pins in a row like that. So we've got to do another one of those. So the grey Technic pin in the end, and the black one, then the black one. Then we'll stick these blue pins in like that. So that's the second one. And then if we bring back in the model, then this new arm stick on top of the ones we've already stuck in like this. So we've got something looking like that now at the front. Stick that back to the side again. Another little sort of mini build, one of these L-shaped pieces. Stick one of those cross with a pin in at the end. Black Technic pin into the middle hole like that. And then we have a 2x2 on those holes on that we just connect on this side, and then on the other side one of these larger 2x4s with a clip that just goes on the other side like that. Then we get a 2x4, connect the two together. Then have a cut off wedge piece like that, and a 1x2 with a slider goes in there. Then on the ends we want to make it look like feathers again, so it's another one of these pieces with a quarter tile like that. Put that down a second and get one of these wedge pieces, 1x2 with a handle on the ends, 1x1 with a green stud, and then we want 2 small 1x1 with handle pieces on at angles coming off like that, and we connect that to this piece So we've got something that looks like that. Meanwhile we get a 2x4 and then we stick 3 quarter tiles on. Black and white. Just push that down so they're all sort of level. And those just clip on like that. Then we get a 1x3 plate like this, and then we just connect 3 quarters again. Like so. And that just clips on like that. And we do the same again. So another 1x3. With some quarter tiles. Slightly different pattern this time. Something like that. And get that this time connected slightly further down. Then we get one of these brackets, and then we get another 1x2 with a slider on. Got a curved tile. I'm just going to go over there like that. You get a 1x4 tile, and another curved tile over like that. It's just how our wing looks at the moment. Then on the side here we've got this bracket. We want to do a downward facing quarter, 1x2, and then we have one of these tooth pieces like this, just goes onto the end like that, and then bring back in our owl, and then in theory we should just be able to clip those in like that. So it's just forming the end of our wing there now. So that's that bit done. Then we get a 1x4, another wedge piece, connect them together with a 1x2 tile, and a large semicircle, flip that over like so, get a 1x2 with a loop on it like that, 1x3 plate across, and then this piece is going to stick somewhere. So then this piece sticks into this part of the wing like that. So we've got a bit more wing there. We get another large wedge, 1x2 there. Got a curved piece. One by 6, and then a 1x1, and then we stick another 1x1 underneath here like that. Then we've got sort of 2 downward facing tooth pieces separated by a 1x1 in between. So it looks like that. And then this actually, if we bring it back in, also connect these curved pieces on top. Stick another tooth piece in the middle, and then another 1x1 plate on top. So something looks like that, and then that connects onto this part of the wing, I believe. Somehow, is it like that? That's definitely like that. Definitely like that. So there we go, we've connected that to the front bit of the wing now. Then we get another inverted circle, another one of these wedge pieces, semicircle the 1x1 with a clip, stick that over like this. This is another sort of feather piece. It's going to clip onto just onto the end of the wing here. Got this sticking on there now, and then we'll do another 2 more of those just to do the tips of the wings for Hedwig. Need a 1x4. Another tip there. Then need to do another one. Exactly the same as the last one. Now we've got the sort of 3 prongs of his feathers on the ends of his wing coming up on that side. Then we do another L-shaped piece here with a technique pin on the end. Technique pin in there. It's the same build we did for the last wing a minute ago. We've just done the other part of the wing there, and now we need to connect that to the other side on the other wing. Those two like that. So now we've got the other wing part in place, and that's the end of bag 3. So we're on our last bag now, so we're nearly there. It doesn't get as cold here, Brandon, as it does say in Canada. I don't think. Down where I live in London, Scotland, it may get colder. So we're going to do finish the wing off and do the face on this bag. So same again to start us off on this bag. We just need to do the side of Hedwig to cover up these studs that are still on show. Put the quarter turn and then the cheese wedge to cover up this black Technic pin that's poking through. So he's covered up there now. And then we've just got to stick 4 more quarters just on the side here, just to give them a bit more texture. We've got some of these details on added there. And we get 1x2 with the handle on. Stick another quarter tile in and a double curved brick, 1x1 with a handle again, angled out a little bit, and then that will just stick into this back part here, like so. Ooh, like that, so we'll be able to stick some feathers on there in a bit. Then we'll start making some feathers. So same again, inverted round piece with a wedge on top, and we've got 2/4 tiles. Along 1x8 tile there, and then if we bring back in his tail feather, so we just stick that on this side now, so he's got a full sort of plume of tail feathers going on now. Need 2 of the angled pieces that we did earlier, so inverted circle piece. Same process. One of these pieces in the end, and then a black clip piece and a quarter. We struggle with these curved pieces to get them to process the orientation in my brain in the instructions. So there's one, so we've just got to do two of these, so do another one. drag back in Hedwig and stick in, clip in these feathers. One of these tail feather there will stand out, which looks quite cool, quite a nice effect. And we've got to finish off this. Then we get a 1x4 and we get another wedge. Connect it again with a 1x2 tile and one of these curved plates like so. Flip it over. Stick in one of these. And a 1x3 in light grey, it says. And you can't see a 1x3 in light grey. Unless I'm being blind, I can't see a 1x3 plate in light grey. I think it's missing, which isn't the end of the world because it's only some support underneath the wing, but it's a shame, it's missing. Okie doke, we'll carry on anyway, and then we'll just clip. This can then just clip to this top section up here. This goes in like that, so we put that piece in there. Then we get this wedge piece, 1x2 there. Got a curved piece on top there, 1x6. 1x1 plate to level it off on the top and the bottom. Then we've got our tooth pieces. It's 1, 2, and a 1x1 in between those, like that. And another tooth piece goes in the middle there, like that. And then we've got these large curved pieces. There's one. Here's the other, and then we just need a 1x1 on top here just to level that off like that. And then that comes into our front section here, like we did earlier. What happens when you've got a missing piece, things fall off easier. So that's that now. So we've got this part of the wing built out, and on the front here it looks very similar. Do some more feathers. So inverted round piece, 2x2, the wedge, clip, and a 1/4 tile. 2 on top, and a curved piece like that, and that clips onto the tip of our wing over here, which you can't quite see. It clips onto here, so that's one tip, and then we've got to do 2 more. Same as always. Two of those. One by 4 tile, just go across. So that's our 2 feather tips. So if we bring back in the wings here, you can stick one on the tip there, and then we'll probably have to angle this one a little bit to fit it in. Goes on there, so we've got another feather tips on that side. Now we're going to do Hedwig's head, his face. That starts with 2 by 2 rounds stuck together. Then we'll stick a green 1 by 1 round there, and a black tooth piece on the other side. So those are like that. Then get a quarter plate like this, stick that on top. We'll flip it over like so, and get 2 1 by 1s with 2 studs on the side. Stick them upside down, either side like that. Then we've got 2 white cheese wedge pieces. Those clip into 2 of the studs. 2 inverted brick pieces go next to those bricks like this. And if we flip it over, on the top we want a 2 by 2 L shape in the corner, and then we've got 3 of these 1 by 1 in, nearly in green, just to go on top. Then we get 2 bracket pieces, and we've got these blue 1 by 1s with 2 studs on top, and we connect those, and on here we stick these 2 sort of little slopey pieces that look like roofs onto that, and one goes on this side, do the same on the other side. So we've got something looking like this. Doesn't look particularly owl-like at the moment, but it will. And we get a jumper tile, stick on one of these plates with a hole in, 1 by 2 on top, jumper on top, green 1 by 1 round, and a 1 by 2 tile, and that sticks into the middle like that. We get one of these pieces, stick 2 of these azure plates on top, one goes there, and we do the same again, put it onto the other side. pieces like this now. Then we've got two of these pieces with the side studs, and then in the middle here we've got a gap. You get a 1x1 with two studs on. Stick that in the middle, and then on top of that, just to connect it all together, we stick another Azure plate on top. Then we've got a 2x2 corner plate goes on there, and then we've got another curved plate on top. So here's his head forming now. Corner again, plate on there. Then we just put a couple of 1x2s around that on top, and then we're going to get some of these black quarter tiles. Stick them across like this, and then two of these into the middle. Just give it that kind of V look there. Same again, facing away. Like that. Then on one side here we stick a 1x4 across, and then a 1x2 plate down. Stick 1x2 underneath, and one of these with teeth on the side, and then we've got our eye piece that's printed, inverted piece that goes on that side. Some curved tile with a corner piece. Finishes it off like this. And that's one side. Then on the other side we've got to do the same thing again. So put a 1x4 plates, 1x2 plates. We've got this 1x2 with teeth on, and then a 1x2 underneath. Stick the eye in the middle, and we'll stick these curved tiles around each side. Round piece like this, so he looks like that's his sort of face there. If we bring Hedwig's body back in, then we've got the hole here that we just need to stick onto this front sticking out pin. Of course you can twist his head if you want to, and I have a missing piece. I have a piece left over which I reckon is quite important, so let me just flip back, try to identify where I missed it, and then we should be done. We can see Hedwig in action. Weird. Got this rubber piece left over here, but I've gone through all the bag before and I can't see it as a part that's required. So maybe that ended up in my bag instead of the 1x3 light grey that was supposed to be in there, which would explain why the machine in the factory thought the right parts were in there for the weights when actually it had the wrong piece put in. So it passed the QA. Okay, cool. Well, that should be it then. So here he is from the top. I'll show you for the side in a minute when we go back to main menu, but then we just rotate it around, I guess. What am I missing? Well, that's going to go wrong here. I've had to turn it all the way around, aren't you? It's going to snap. That's interesting. The idea is that you would you sort of get the flapping mechanism here like that. You should be able to twist it all the way around. And I think I've messed it up somewhere. Just curious. There's this kind of flapping mechanism. Like that. You can see him. Quite a good technique in terms of the way the wings move up and down. Make it look like an owl-like wing. And so that's it. So that's the end of today's episode. So we go back to the main view, and I'll just show it to you on camera. So you've got the kind of flapping owl going on here. It says as that top piece falls off because that was the one that had the missing piece that's supposed to secure it into place, but never mind. We'll sort that out. I've got a spare piece in my collection, so I shall get to sorting that out at some point and putting the proper piece in. So yeah, there we go. That's Hedwig done, and of course we've got the extra figure in there. So hopefully you enjoyed this build. If you did, do hit that like button, and again hit that subscribe button to be notified of future Harry Potter builds we'll be doing. Next week we're doing our next one actually, which is the Hogsmeade City, so you'll be able to see some of the scenery from the Harry Potter films. So we'll see the Honeydukes, I think it is, and the pub that Harry Potter goes to get some butterbeers when he's at Hogwarts. So stay tuned for that, and we'll be putting that along with Diagon Alley in our collection. So thanks for joining. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Hopefully England will do well in the football today, and we'll be in a good mood in this country for the rest of the week. And until next week, stay safe, and I'll see you then.